Now, what makes the movie watching experience so amazing? What is it that you can get together either in a group and large social event, or you can even just watch a movie by yourself and somehow still feel completely immersed in a world and still feel a sense of connection to characters that are on your screen, and that you can just have a good time? What makes a movie watchable? What makes a movie enjoyable? Now, what makes a movie watchable to me? I would say that it's two things, but they both lead down to one, don't waste my time. Now, what is it when someone is wasting your time, or what is it when a movie production or entertainment factor is wasting your time? If I left this experience and I wasn't entertained, or I didn't feel like I left excited about something, then you wasted my time. So that being said, let's get into the video. Now, what made Avatar watchable or not? Well, the first thing that I would say was one, and probably the most important thing, is that I was entertained. Now, what can I say about this film that hasn't already been said? It is, as you know, the highest grossing movie of all time. But what makes this movie good? Because I remember when it came out, a big thing that people were talking about was how groundbreaking it was how that with this movie and with this project, James Cameron has pretty much broken the standards of the cinema world. And I mean, highest grossing movie of all time. What else can you say? But Avatar is really a fun movie. It is something that while first watching it, I didn't remember. Okay, so I got something to tell y'all guys. I've actually seen the movie Avatar before, but I saw it when it first came out. So I was, I believe, like 9 years old. Now, like I said, keep it on the low, guys. I don't remember. I think, okay, so Avatar came out in 2009. And I didn't even see it when it came out in theater. I saw it because, you know, one of my aunts had it playing, I think, during Christmas or Thanksgiving, like that. So it was in the background and stuff like that. So you can say that technically, I've watched Avatar before. But I don't remember it. I don't, you know, like, you've seen something, but you haven't really seen it. You know, like, y'all know what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, for someone who has never really seen Avatar, I was expecting it to be a long movie. And I mean that in a bad way. I thought it was going to be one of those movies that I was going to watch, and it was kind of going to drag. But the way that pretty much right from the get-go, James Cameron and the whole Avatar production team was able to just immerse you into the movie. When the film starts off, we are introduced to the main protagonist, Jake. And something about this movie that, because I had watched a review about it, or I had watched another video about it, and it was like, what is the hate, or why do people hate Avatar? And as somebody who had never watched the film, I was like, well, why do people hate it? Why don't I want to watch it? And I watched his video, and I want to shout it out, but I forgot what it was. But I know in the thumbnail, it's like, why the hate, or something like that. It's a new channel that I had never seen before. But conclusion, Avatar is a really fun movie. From the world, from the plants, from the animals. Now, again, this was released in 2009, so I'm pretty sure when people were seeing this for the first time, yes, the effects probably did look way better than they do today, but they still hold up. The effects are good. The effects aren't something that you look at and it'll just take you out of the movie. No, they're decent effects. They're good. Now, that's mainly for the animals, the one that's supposed to be like a jaguar or something, but other than that, everything else looked pretty solid. The one thing that really did surprise me, and was something that just took the movie to a whole nother level, was that scene with the flying animals. I don't know if they're dragons. I'm gonna call them dragons. Up to that point, everything that we were seeing was interesting. I liked the concept of it. The visuals were just really good. A lot of the scenery from the movie was scenery that it just took you out of this world. When you see somebody review this movie, they say it is immersive and the world is just so easy to get lost into, and that's so true because of the lore from everything, how everything. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to break this movie down by 3 subjects. So the main part, or part 1, it was entertaining. From the world, the animals, the CGI, although it might not be the best in today's standards, for when it was released and for what it is now, it is something that is still really, really good. the plants, the a lot of the visuals from when they were in like really high places, looking down at things, where they were on the edges of mountains, where they were, or when they were just doing so much of this crazy things that you can pretty much only see in this world. And that one scene where they were walking across it was a giant bridge of stems, and it was hanging over a waterfall or something, thousands of meters onto the floor, and the dragons. And I mean, this movie was entertaining because it was just so visually enriching. Like, it's a really well produced movie. It's a really well immersive movie. It's a movie that you can go and don't even really have to pay attention to the story, and you can have fun just off of what you're watching, just off of, oh, this is happening to that guy, what's gonna happen next. Like, you can come into this movie and have that experience. Now, although you never really truly believe that the main character of a movie is going to die before that movie concludes, but it was still a movie that made me feel like, whoa, pretty much anything can happen. It made me believe in the situation and in what was going on in the universe of the character that we're watching. So I thought that was really awesome. 2, this movie had me excited because I can tell that the people that wrote this movie were excited to write this movie. I can tell that they really thought about this. They really had a plan, they had a vision, and they executed it. Because from scenes like the beginning, where Jake has first landed onto Pandora and he is separated from the crew from the first time, and there is like a rhinoceros type dinosaur, and they're like, Jake, don't engage, his skin is way too strong, you won't penetrate it. He's like, okay, I won't engage. And they were like, oh, also don't move, because this animal is very property oriented and stuff. So if Jake just stood his ground, then nothing would really happen. And that's what happened. And the fact that they were able to tie that up to things that happened in the end, they were able to tie up what was kind of the meaning why she ended up not doing what she was gonna do to Jake when she had first spotted him. There was things that they give you little clues, they hinted at, and then they use the end of the movie to pay that stuff off. And I feel that that's something that is just really cool. As an aspiring director and an aspiring person that wants to tell stories and wants to entertain, but do it in a well quality way, I just thought that that was really fun. And it was a really good way to pay off to people that aren't just there to be entertained, but are actually there to watch a film and the breakdowns of a film and the little things that just make it so much more enjoyable. Avatar did that. Avatar was able to not only entertain me, but as a storytelling machine, it far exceeded my expectations. Now, the story or the plot, the thing that I talked to you about already, and how people compare it to Dances with Wolves. Now, again, as somebody who has never seen Dances with Wolves, I can't say that Avatar is a ripoff of that movie, because I've heard about it, and I know it doesn't take place in space. I know it doesn't take place it's most likely not gonna be about a handicapped character whose twin brother died, so now he has to go into outer space and enter an alien body to be able to integrate with their race and to either convince them to leave or to be able to sell them this unobtainium product. I know it's not about that, but from what I can say is that it was a good movie. I was able to buy into the characters. I was able to buy into the fact that Jake had a twin brother and he lost him, and he's upset about that. I can buy into the fact that Jake is upset that he is handicapped and that now he can't do everything that he used to be able to do. I can understand the fact that these scientists have just lost one of their guys who has been perfectly trained for the situation and the goal that they're trying to accomplish, and then something happening to him, and now they have to get a replacement who's not as, in their eyes, capable as this other person. And there's this one scene toward pretty much the beginning of the movie where Jake meets the main scientist lady, and she's all like, I don't need this guy, I don't need dead weight, something like that. I need the guy that trained 3 years and that was perfectly prepared for this type of mission. And he says, oh, well, he's dead, that guy's dead, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Coming from the brother who is related to the dead person. I understand that the I understand that the Avatar people are just living their lives. They just want to be out there with nature. And the fact that these humans, these aliens are coming in, they're trying to take their stuff. And then the fact that, okay, so something that really pissed me off, but I understood, was how when the military first showed up and they had their machines and the native people were just shooting them with bows and arrows and stuff, like, I was like, run, what are you doing? Just don't do that. But it's like, it really is foreign technology to them. They just couldn't comprehend the fact that my bow and arrow isn't going to break your bulletproof glass spaceship, but they're still going to try and defend their land, defend their home, defend their people. I understand all of that. I understand how Jake, after living his life the way he's been living it, and then being able to travel to Pandora and to be able to live among the people and to live with his legs and a body that's more than a human body. His body is superhuman, pretty much. More than a human body. He now has a super body. And for him to not only get lost in the reality of, oh, well, what really is real when the other experience is just so much better. I can understand all of that and why he ended up switching sides. Overall, I can understand the characters, their motivations, and why things happened the way it happened. And that led to a good movie. That led to a good, entertaining film. So, you heard it here first, folks. Avatar, it's watchable. Watch it. You'll probably be entertained, if nothing else. To whoever is watching, subscribe if you like and subscribe if you like this. I'm probably gonna do more of this type of videos. I'm probably gonna try to do more of this type of stuff because there's a lot of like shows, movies, and stuff that I kind of want to review, but I don't really know how to start. And I feel like this is a good way to do so. So again, if you like the content, subscribe, watch some other videos. There's gonna be so much more to come, guys. To whoever is watching this, thank you so much. Again, subscribe, follow me. Also follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is MAURRTEN1 or at @abasicmartin @_abasicmartin. I'm thinking about doing Twitch. I'm thinking about doing a lot of more things now, really expanding the brand and expanding the entertainment or the content. But again, there's so much more to come, guys. If you feel that you have something you want to chase, if there's something you want to do, just do it. Obviously, I don't want you to hurt anybody. I don't want you to hurt yourself. But if there's something that you think can make you happy, now this is actually a challenge for you guys. If you think that you are in a position where you can't do something, put yourself in a position that you can be able to do that thing. If it's you want to buy something and you can't afford it, put yourself into a position to where maybe this time next year, maybe this time next month, maybe this time tomorrow, you'll be able to be like, I can afford that thing and it can make me just a little bit happier. Now again, don't hurt yourself, don't hurt others, be kind to people, treat others how you want to be treated. I was Martin. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye.